So Samsung just recently announced a Unpacked event for this month. As a matter of fact, they announced it pretty much the same day as Apple, which is really interesting. But they didn't announce it for the same day as Apple. In other words, they announced it on the same day, but not for the same day. And that's kind of weird because I don't think we expected that. And a lot of people are really excited, hoping that this is the Galaxy Z Flip and a new Fold 3. I don't think that's what it's going to be. But I know a lot of people are excited about that, and I wanted to dig a little bit in. We're going to jump online and see if we can figure it out. That's why I'm in my live streaming studio rather than where I normally am when I do these videos. We're going to do some investigation on the web. Hope you'll enjoy that. So why don't we figure out exactly what's going to be announced at the Unpacked event, and then also talk about some other Samsung news that I've come across in the last couple of days, all in this video. Sounds fun to me, so why don't we do that right after this?
This is, you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back. And for all you new people, welcome. My name is Travis and I do tech videos every single week and have a blast doing. If that sounds like fun to you, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Anything I talk about will be in the description below. But for now, let's just get into the video. So I decided to do another kind of reaction type video. I want to go on Reddit. I've done a couple of these in the last week or so, and I'm just having a real good time, really enjoying myself. And some of you in the comment section have also really enjoyed these. Leave a comment below if you're enjoying these, leave that like. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I have these type of videos and a bunch of other things coming up in the very near future, including what actually happens at this Unpacked event. But I think what's going to happen isn't as exciting as some of you might think. Now, first of all, while they did announce it the same day as Apple announced their event, they announced it for a couple of days after. And because we are pretty sure that Apple will be releasing iPads and that sort of thing earlier in the month and not phones, you would think if this was a phone-based event, they could do it closer to Apple's. But they aren't. And I think that actually might have something to do with what they're announcing. So off to Reddit we go to R Samsung and see what they think. So off to R Samsung, where there's almost 200,000 members with 1,500 online, and where they start talking about first the trailer. And the thing is, when you watch this trailer, it doesn't give you a lot of hints, but the size of the box that holds the Galaxy, the most powerful Galaxy, and that's why that term is very important, is a lot bigger than you would need for a phone. And also, the S21 series of phones use the fastest Snapdragon processor that's available now. Right now, there is no Plus variant like there tends to be later in the year. So it can't be faster. It can't be a phone. And even down here, some people kind of figure it out. So it's a laptop, and then someone else thinks, oh, the box is too small for a laptop. Now, that's not necessarily true. Samsung has laptops of all types of sizes. Plus, it doesn't mean that it's actually this size. They're just letting you know that it's bigger than a phone box. At least that's what I'm taking away from this. We'll have to see exactly what it is. Well, we might not actually have to wait that long. Believe it or not, Evan Blass on Twitter has already leaked some images of the Galaxy books. That's apparently what's going to be released on this event. So probably no phones. And as a matter of fact, one step further, I believe Sam Mobile even knows a little bit about what's going on. Sam Mobile believes the Galaxy Book Pro 360 and Pro and Mini or whatever the heck's going on is going to be released, and here's some more renders of what this thing looks like. Amazingly enough, it looks pretty darn cool, actually. It looks pretty good. But again, not even anywhere near a phone, but it now makes sense because it will be the most powerful Galaxy. It's going to be more powerful than a phone. It's going to be more powerful than any of the Galaxy tablets. It's a laptop, so that's just natural. So it could be the Galaxy Book Go or the Pro or the Pro 360 or whatever the heck. It looks like this is what we're going to see in just a couple of weeks. And listen, that's kind of neat. If you're looking for a new laptop and you want to be on the Samsung side of things, at least you have something to look forward to. Now, whether these are Windows laptops or Android, we'll have to wait and see, but they're probably Windows laptops. My guess is these are going to be their shot at the MacBook segment, the thing that's really blown up for Apple recently. I don't know if they're going to be able to hit it because I'm assuming they're going to use Snapdragon processors, which are powerful, but I don't think they're going to be able to catch up to M1. But that's just for the Go version of this laptop. Of course, the higher end versions are going to use an Intel's 11th gen CPU, which should definitely be a lot more competitive. So that gets rid of that mystery, but there's some other things that happened this past week that I want to talk about. Some really interesting things. I saw this story on CNET which it says Samsung Galaxy S21 have lost half their value since January, study says. Now, here's the thing. I've actually talked about this particular subject multiple times on this channel, so make sure you hit subscribe so you can see all those videos. I'm telling you, I've been talking about this for a while. First of all, don't buy a Samsung phone at launch unless you're getting an amazing trade-in deal. They do have amazing trade-in deals, but if you do not have a good trade-in deal, never buy them because they always go on sale super fast. And now what they're saying here, and even I don't believe this, is that they say that the second-hand retail of something, the second-hand market for this is upwards of as low as $429. That can't be right. So let's go over to Swap and find out. Swap is a website where you can resell your phones, and right here, as you can see, there's nothing even remotely close to $400. I know that they're going for a lot less for sure, but definitely not $400 yet. That won't be long from now, but it certainly is not right now. Now, a really interesting one is the Ultra at only $800. There's a couple for $900. If you want unlocked, $900. But if you're a Verizon customer, man, you can get an Ultra for $829, which these tend to be in pretty good shape. Now, of course, this is secondhand, so you have to know that going into it. It's not brand new, but you're not paying brand new prices. So I've been saying that, of course, you should definitely wait before you buy your Galaxy phone, generally speaking. But let's not be disingenuous. The phones are not $400. So why make an article about it? Well, I will point out one thing. This article was written back on the 8th, which at the time of this recording is only about 7 days ago. Interestingly enough, the prices may have spiked since then. And probably when this article was written, this was an accurate assessment. Listen, this stuff is pretty much all over the place. They're saying CellCell, which is another website, is saying that it dropped quite a bit. Now, they do drop value very fast. Android phones in general do. So that is very true. But this is kind of one of those articles that's true for about 3 or 4 hours and then immediately isn't. But here's something that other Samsung fans are going to be super excited about. Their profits jumped high because of the S21. Speaking of the S21, believe it or not, Samsung's profits 44% up in Q1 thanks to strong S21 sales. I am shocked by this. But to say that the sales were good isn't necessarily true. As you know, I actually just released a video about the top 10 selling smartphones for the first quarter of this year. And this phone is not on them. Matter of fact, none of the S21s are. I'll leave a link for that video in the description so you can find out what videos are in the top 10. There are a couple of Samsung phones, but they're not flagships. Now, the good news for Samsung is this means that their strategy for this series of phones worked. And it also raised their profits quite a bit. Their operating profit up to $8.3 billion. That's 17% jump in sales and 44% jump in operating profit. That's good news across the land, because let me tell you something, Samsung was dropping these things every year and was getting less and less sales. This is the first time in quite a while that they have been able to sell one of their flagship smartphones and done better than the previous year. It just doesn't happen that often for them. But the S21 series kind of lit a fire on everyone. Now, it also could have to do with the fact that there are some strong rumors that there will not be a Note series of phone this year. It actually makes me even look at the S21 Ultra as a potential phone to have as my Android phone, especially if the Notes aren't going to be released this year. If you are a Note fan, are you going to get the S21 Ultra knowing that you may not be able to get a Note for a year? Leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear about that. There's some other Samsung news out there, but if you like this format, let me know. Leave me a comment below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I have some videos here right here for you, and I'll see you next time. Peace and love.